We've all been there, right? You're a student, the alarm goes off, and you have to make a choice. Is it really that big of a deal to skip just one class? Well, let's dive into what's really going on, what the hidden costs are, and more importantly, how to set yourself up for success.
Ah, the classic dilemma. That alarm is blaring, your bed is just so comfortable, and that 8 a.m. lecture feels, well, it feels kind of optional. But what if that one little choice, hitting snooze, has a way bigger impact on your whole semester than you think?
Okay, let's just cut right to the chase. Showing up to class is, without a doubt, one of the most fundamental things you can do. It's not just about ticking a box or getting a grade. It's about actually unlocking your full potential. So what are you really risking when you decide to stay home?
So here's the thing. The risk starts out feeling really small. It's so easy to think, oh, whatever, I'll just get the notes from a friend. But the consequences, they run so much deeper than just one missed PowerPoint. It's like this little domino effect that can seriously throw your whole semester off track.
And man, these risks, they stack up fast. You start by falling behind, which pretty quickly leads to losing points. But beyond that, it really messes with how well you actually learn this stuff, and you end up missing out on all these little opportunities you didn't even know were there. Let's break this down.
So here's that domino effect in action. Think about it. College courses build on each other, right? Each lecture is like a building block. So you missed that one class on the Pythagorean theorem? No big deal. Well, now suddenly, every single homework problem that has a right triangle in it is impossible. You haven't just missed an hour of class, you've literally lost a key piece of the puzzle for everything that comes next. And then, you've got the stuff that hits your grade directly. I mean, this isn't some abstract idea, it's just simple math. A lot of professors bake participation right into your final grade. So if they're handing out 10 points for being there, and you miss 2 classes, boom, you're already down 20 points before you've even touched an exam. That's a huge handicap.
You know, just reading someone else's notes is not the same as learning, because real learning isn't passive. Being in that classroom means you can raise your hand the second something gets confusing. You get to hear other students' questions that maybe spark an idea for you. That back and forth, that active discussion, that's where the material really sticks. And let's not forget about all the unofficial stuff. Professors are always announcing valuable opportunities in class. Maybe extra credit, study group signups, or even big hints about what's going to be on the final. If you're not in the room, you just miss it. It's a classic you had to be there situation, and those little chances can make all the difference.
Okay, so we've talked about the risks in theory, but what does this actually do to your final grade? Let's get into the hard numbers for a second, because they tell a really, really clear story.
10%. Yeah. Research shows that's roughly how much your grade can drop from skipping just one class a week. Just think about that for a second. That one Friday class you always feel like blowing off, that could literally be the only thing separating you from an A and a B.
And what happens if we double it? Well, skipping 2 classes a week can knock your grade down by a massive 20%. And now we're not just talking about an A versus a B anymore. We are talking about the difference between a C and a D, or even passing and failing the whole course. The stakes get real fast.
I mean, just look at this chart. The connection is undeniable. When you have 0 skips, you're looking at an A. 1 skip a week, and that drops to a B. 2 skips, you're way down in D territory. The data could not be clearer. Showing up is directly tied to your grade.
Okay, enough with the scary stuff, because here's the good news. This is all 100% in your control. So let's flip the script and talk about the simple, powerful things you can do to build a great attendance habit and totally crush it. It honestly boils down to these 3 simple things. First, treat your classes like they're can't-miss appointments. Put them in your phone calendar, set reminders. Second, make that syllabus your new best friend. Seriously, know what's coming up so you're never caught off guard. And third, maybe the most important, just commit. Go, even on the days you really don't want to. That's how you build a real habit.
But look, showing up is just step 1, right? The real magic happens when you actually engage. We're not just talking about being there physically. You got to be there mentally. Take notes, like real notes. Jump into discussions, ask questions, and definitely go see your professor during office hours. That's what turns you from someone just sitting there into an active learner.
So when you boil it all down, it's a pretty simple formula. Showing up regularly isn't just some small chore. It's one of the most reliable ways to predict who's going to succeed. It's the foundation that makes all your other hard work, all that studying, actually pay off.
So I'll just leave you with this question to think about.
What is one small thing you can do this week to make sure you get to class? Because that one little step, that might just be the thing that unlocks all of your biggest goals.